Showers and storms on Friday. Some could be strong to isolated severe. Good Thursday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center, where you can see as of just about 8:30, we have a dry scan on the ultimate Doppler radar. Showers and storms will advance well after midnight tonight, but at least for now, it is a dry scan. The ultimate Doppler radar presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire service and auto repair since 1953. If you need an oil change, great place to go. If you need your tires rotated or a whole new set of tires, check them out. You can find them on Kingston Pike in Farragut. You can find them in Maryville. They're also in Lenoir City, Athens, and Hardin Valley. Check out their website, madlocktireservice.com, and set up your appointment today and minimize your wait time. They do great service to everyone who actually walks in their doors, and they'll treat you very, very well, as they have me. By the way, you can see the active weather. Tornado warnings come on east of St. Louis. That can't be right. That is right. In fact, you can see in Marion County, Illinois, until 8 o'clock Central Time. That's 9 o'clock our time. There's also some severe thunderstorm watches till 2 in the morning Central Time in western Kentucky. So some very active weather there. It also extends into parts of Mississippi. Alabama's getting some rain now in parts, and they even have some freeze and frost concerns in places like Iowa. They've got a freeze warning in Pocahontas County, Iowa, and also Warren County, Iowa, some frost advisories. Well, it's maybe snowing in parts of North Dakota and into parts of Canada. So a very interesting weather map around the country as some cold air beginning to clash with some warm air. By the way, the risk for a tornado is a goose egg, a 0. So sleep easy, my friend. We will get some active weather, but straight line winds may be the best that we get in spots. There will be a 5% chance based on our friends at the Weather Service, and specifically the Storm Prediction Center. They have a 5% chance that we get hail the size of a George Washington quarter within 25 miles of any point that's colored there, and that includes Knox County. So it's not a 0 chance. You might want to cover up the car in the garage if you have a brand new car or just don't want to have hail affect you. But the risk for 60-mile-an-hour gusts, which would classify a severe thunderstorm warning, is about a 5% chance, and we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow as well. Really rolls in after midnight, so by 3 or 4 in the morning, as I'll illustrate here in a moment, things may get very active very quickly. We're watching some showers around Nashville. That's beginning to advance this direction, but we have very few clouds at the moment, so we have to get the clouds in here first, and things could go down in a hurry after you put your head on the pillow tonight. By the way, the almanac, our high temperature, 85, the warmest day since October 4th. What, nobody told you that? Yes, October 4th. That's 6.5 months ago. That was when we hit 86. We had several days of 86 during the first couple of days of October, but that's how far you have to go back to find a day that was this warm, 85, and we hit that at 5:57 based on the McGee-Tyson Airport records. And look at the record high, 90. In fact, what was it, 128 years ago, 1896, back when Grover Cleveland was president, the second time around, we hit 90, and we hit 90 for the record high yesterday, too. So the 17th and 18th of April, the earliest dates ever to hit 90. Now, we weren't at 90 today. We were at 85, but still pretty warm. Peak wind gust today was 13 miles an hour, and we had a low of 54. But they did hit 86 today in Oak Ridge. A shout out to you. You hit 85 in La Follette, Middlesboro, and Maryville, 84 in Athens, and 80 in Crossville. A very warm day, and 83 in Newport. No question about the fact. I was expecting 83. And we did get an 83 around Newport, but not everybody. I think low to mid-80s seemed pretty reasonable. 87 was the high in Nashville today. And believe it or not, they did hit 90 today in Columbia, South Carolina. Give a big shout out to Columbia for hitting 90 on this date, the 17th, actually the 18th now, 18th of April for them. I'm sure that's pretty warm too. But headlines, showers and storms tomorrow. Some could be strong, isolated, severe, hazy, sunny clouds on Saturday. I think we get a break from the rain. And if we get some showers, and that's an if, depending on where you are located, showers may be mainly south of Interstate 40 on Sunday. That's my expectation. But I want to dive into the rainfall amounts because they could vary. Naturally, they could vary. This would suggest that some may get a 1/4 inch, some might get considerably more. In fact, this is some of the data coming in from our exclusive Barron model. They put nearly an inch around Greenville, about 1/3 of an inch in Knoxville. It's really going to depend, and maybe 3/4 of an inch in Morristown. It's really going to depend on where these storms take up residence. And I think they'll be coming in pretty quickly in the overnight period. So we're going to illustrate that here. Look at the storm energy for a moment. This is a good illustration where you see bright yellow, where there's some rocket fuel for these storms to develop. And I'm looking at Monticello at 3 in the morning there. 3:30, it looks like this. 4 o'clock, looks like this. And then Cookville's starting to get bright yellow. Sparta, McMinnville. And then we head into 6:30. It's really beginning to show up in Crossville, Wartburg. So we will have the possibility of more thunder in bright yellow from Spring City, Decatur, La Follette, Jellicoe, a big line of storms that come in. And it's all being driven by the warm front. And that's what's draped there in red. Then this big low comes overhead, and we might still have some remnant showers or thunderstorms going into the second half of the afternoon. But most of it pulls away tomorrow night, and we'll have a break on Saturday. Here's the Storm Prediction Center. They do highlight us as dark green. And dark green represents isolated severe storms. You can see that here. This takes us through after midnight tonight because I want to focus on us. They still have some nasty weather right now in maybe the St. Louis area, southeast Missouri. We saw the tornado concerns there. They have some scattered severe storms threat through late tonight in Dallas. But I really wanted to put after midnight Friday for us because we're not out of the mix. These outlooks run right through 8 o'clock the next morning. So it'll run till 8 o'clock in the morning like this. Once we hit 8:01 in the morning, then it looks like this. So they move most of it toward the east, towards Charlotte, Atlanta, but we still have the risk for some isolated severe storms in Knoxville, Maryville, Morristown on Friday itself. So again, it's going to be all coming in late tonight and lasting for a good part of the morning tomorrow. Then we move into Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Notice there's a distinct line. It almost falls in line with I-40. I think the best chance for showers and storms going into Saturday night, Sunday will be south of Knox County. We'll keep an eye on that. Again, that can change, but the front that's driving this rain tonight will be moving through Memphis by 1:30. Should be knocking on the door in Knoxville by 7 o'clock, if not before. So that may wake up the dog, the cat, maybe you, if you are a light sleeper. By midday, the low begins to move away. Some remnant showers collect in the Smokies at 5 p.m., and then we off to the dry races, as it were. Saturday looks dry. And then I do think we'll have an opportunity for some heavier rains further south. This kind of lays up that situation there at 2:15 on Sunday. But it really kind of shows the heavier rains in red. Mississippi, Alabama. Most of the rain, I think, will be south of Interstate 40. Some of that may drift above the interstate, but I think generally that's what I expect. Visibility by tomorrow morning with a hint of fog is kind of present here in white. That represents about 7:30 in the morning. Some areas may have some fog along with the rain and the storms as the winds will be picking up generally 5 to 15 tomorrow. And that's in the absence of storms, 5 to 15 miles an hour. For tonight, 62 the low. Expect more clouds to roll in. And naturally, storms will arrive well after midnight. Most likely, it'll be game on after 3 or 4 a.m. from west to east. And generally winds 5 to 10. Looking ahead to tonight, 59 in Morristown. Dandridge, Newport, as well as Talbot, 62 for Knoxville, and Seymour, about 60 for Oak Ridge, Clinton, 59 for Wartburg for overnight lows. Tomorrow we're up to 78, that's my expectation. Showers and storms, clouds and hazy sun, winds 5 to 15, and if we get up to 80, it may be reserved for the Southern Valley. I have Athens at 80, but only 71 for Crossville and Oneida. Jamestown may struggle to reach 70, and Middlesboro may struggle to reach 69 come tomorrow with the showers and storms on the move. So here's your 7-day forecast, the Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. Notice how much cooler it is in and around the weekend. I have a high of 70 on Saturday and a 30% chance of rain on Sunday, as I think the trend keeps pushing it further south of Interstate 40 from other data that I'm looking at. 65 with ample sunshine. A glorious sunny day on Monday. But boy, we start off in the upper 30s, low 40s. So maybe there's a frost advisory for the Plateau or maybe the Smokies. It's possible. I think Plateau might have one. But I think Knoxville's down to 41. We could be down to 37, 38 for Crossville come Monday morning and Tuesday morning. We'll keep an eye on that. But temperatures back into the low to mid 70s on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then Thursday, we're back up only to 67. So a lot going on there. By the way, our focus on the Captain Accurate Premium is beyond the next 7 days. If it is important to you to know what's going on beyond the next week, this is the place for you. In fact, it's the best place to be. You're the first to see every forecast I put out. Sometimes it's a half hour. Sometimes it's an hour or 2 hours before it's actually seen on the app or put out on Facebook or social media. It's a great bargain. You get more Facebook Lives. I update my premium members typically on a Sunday to help them plan for the week ahead. And if that information is important to you, and you might want to consider the Captain Accurate Premium service. You also get fewer ads on the premium side. It's just 16 cents a day or $4.99 a month, less than a cup of coffee in most coffee shops these days. check them out at CaptainAccurate.com. My website has more details, but just hit the subscribe button on the top of my Facebook page. By the way, you can also get the free Captain Accurate weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. It's awesome. You get all the updated traffic reports from Pete at the click of a button on the app. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store and Google Play. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate. If you're a light sleeper, a little heads up, we'll have some storms before morning. We'll have more details on that tomorrow morning when I'm live at 6:40 a.m. We'll see you here next time. Take care.